Now that your new Acu-Evac has arrived, let me show you how easy it is to put it together. Now that we have unpacked the box, I've laid out what you should find in the box. The Acu-Evac unit, the power cord, the wall mount kit, a set of pre-filters, the hose, the main filter, and an owner's kit. It's a good idea to put the power cord on first before the wall mount, since there won't be very much room when you go to mount it. In addition, if you purchased the optional foot switch, now's a good time to put it on as well, which will make it much easier to install than later. Goes right into this hole here. Turn the foot switch button to on and slide this whole assembly onto the wall. At this point, you attach the screw and it's secure. It is mounted on the wall. Remove the main filter from the box. The M1 filter comes with a red plug, which can be used to lock up the old unit that's been used and discarded in the biohazard bag. Simply insert it, slide it in, give it a little push, then take the hose. There's a long end and a short end. The long end goes into the main filter. Take one of the pre-filters, slide it onto the plastic connector, and you're ready to go. And now that you're all set up, simply turn it on in the back. Power on. Recommend that you turn it on every morning. Preset the power supply and just simply use the foot switch whenever you need to use it. You're now ready to live a smoke-free life. Congratulations on your new Acu-Evac. Now that you've purchased your Acu-Evac starter, it comes with two boxes with all these parts within the two boxes. The first box has the cart base, the Acu-Evac unit, the power cord, the owner's manual, the boom arm, the foot switch, main filter, hose, and 5 pre-filters. The second box has the cart handle and the hardware that you need to put this together. At this point, you should first start by putting the cart together. The cart first has to be disassembled with these 2 bolts removed and these 2 wing nuts. And let me show you how. Just simply remove this. Now that you have the cart handle with the brackets removed, the 2 holes, make sure that the hinge piece is facing forward. The rear wheels are your large wheels. These 2 bolts come previously attached to the cart handle. Just simply insert them, and these self-tightening bolts can be affixed to the bolt by using 2 wrenches. Now that the cart's been bolted together, it's one piece. This is how it should look with the bend facing forward. Now, I'd like to show you how to proceed to the next step. It's advisable to get something soft like a towel to protect the unit by placing it on its face. Then taking these pieces, lining it up with the 6 holes in the back. There should be 6 bolts with washers. Place a bolt through the washer and screw it into the back on each side. Next, take the power cord and plug it right in to the power receptacle with the on and off switch. Then take the foot switch, which is found in this box. It's a hose that plugs into the black receptacle at the bottom. Once it's a snug fit, turn the button to on. Next, put the main filter into the unit. Connect the hose with the long end up. The short end goes here, and the pre-filter goes through the ring. There are two Velcro straps on the boom arm that are used to secure the hose and the nozzle assembly. And now your Acu-Evac is ready to be used. Congratulations! Now that you're the proud owner of the Acu-Evac, you're ready to have a smoke-free workplace. But first, let me talk to you about a few things that you may need to know. The boom arm can be flexed and moved into any position that you wish. The optimum capture should be downwind from your air conditioning or room airflow. The second part is the timer. The timer has a reset switch, which is right at the bottom of the unit here. By pressing it, you'll see that the light comes on, and by pressing it, it resets the clock back to 0. The clock then automatically starts a new cycle of 16 hours. When you turn on the unit with the foot switch, the rotating dial determines the amount of power that you have. You will notice that on the high end, it's quite powerful. That's because we give you 100 CFM, which you don't need. The reason why we give you this power is as the main filter starts to load up, the power will drop, and that's the time to turn on the rotating dial. Otherwise, leave it in the same set position as long as adequate suction has been achieved. The next thing that you need to know is if you go to move the unit, don't just unplug the power cord from the wall. First, turn off the switch. The Acu-Evac has two computer chipboards, just like your computer, and it has to be powered down in sequence, not just unplugged. If that happens, next time you plug it in, your lights will flash. You will need to push the reset button to start the clock all over again. If for some reason the LED light does not come on, the green light, once you turn it on, make sure that the cord is securely in its place. Sometimes when it's loose, you won't get an adequate connection and you won't get power. The second thing is when you turn it on and the foot switch button is on the on position, the only thing that will activate the unit is by pressing on the foot switch. If you don't, the unit will not turn on and off unless you then put the foot switch button to off, which now allows you to control the unit simply by the on and off button in the back. While the foot switch is an optional accessory, I highly recommend that you have one to save you the trouble of having to turn it on and off from the back every time you need to use it. And as you notice, the Acu-Evac cart mount comes with a built-in bracket that you could put a bifurcator. If you want this in your surgical suite, because your exam table or your surgical table is in the middle of the room, you're now able to mount your bifurcator on with your Acu-Evac or any other electrosurgical device that can be placed onto this wall mount bracket.